Wave 2 for Home Depot Halloween 2025 has been leaked. And let's take a look.
Sometimes it's not. I always come back. I am Chucky, the killer dog, and I don't want to give that up.
Now, if you've been in the haunter community for more than a year, you know how crucial this time of year is for content creation in the community. Usually January we have the Lowe's leaks, we have Morris costumes in January, we have distortions usually in February, and we usually have Home Depot leaked in late March. Well, it came a little early this year, but according to plan it came in. And as scheduled, the community has went full-blown crazy as this news has come out. The past day we were getting leaks such as the shark, this troll, which now I know we have a better picture of, but I don't want to make this video too awfully long. I'll just talk about the main stuff that sticks out to me. But we do have a new view of him. We talked about the snowman, all this new stuff from Home Depot Halloween this year. And I'm happy to say Christmas is in this video. So deck the halls and get prepared for this crazy episode. Alright, so it's weird today. A lot of the licensed stuff we're hearing about now, and we have some bittersweet news coming on in just a little bit about Home Depot. So our first prop I would like to talk about is the Bride of Frankenstein licensed animatronic. Obviously we have the life-size Servo Frankenstein last year from Home Depot. It didn't sell very well, but it was a really good item, and it released in March, or released in June, so I'm sure this Bride will do the same thing. But the Bride is almost better, in my opinion. The whole thing was, Frankenstein is I know some people are gonna be like, oh, but it has so much technology. Well, Frankenstein really shouldn't have that much technology. On some, it just looks like a deer in the headlights with the eyes opening so much with the blinking. And he's a little too animated in my opinion, which is a great thing, but a not so good thing. But this Bride actually really catches the essence of the character. It looks like, and it's a little off, yeah, but it's the best we're getting for modern day retail, and it's not Jemmy, which is just a wonderful thing to hear. Cause, Jemmy is rather scary with their humanoid characters. But in all seriousness, I think this is a really good solid starter prop for talking about props in this video. Let's get to the worst though and just get it out of the way. Here's a brand new look at the stacked zombies. I have no respect for these guys whatsoever, and they look absolutely atrocious to me. I'm sorry, Halloween costumes, your stacked clones are a lot better than these. These zombies are trash. They don't look good, they're midgets. They look horrible. Yeah, that's all I can really say. Moving on to a very great character. As you may know, I was talking about budget props last time, and this one's definitely going to be one of them. If you don't remember, they had the Soul Slasher last year by Pan Asian. It sold out very fast. If it was $250 or $200, I don't see it selling a lick. But since it was $100, it was just this creepy pointing scarecrow that could work for really anything. People bought it up, and so if it was at your store, you had to get it, no matter your money situation. You had to get it if you have a YouTube channel. That's what a lot of people experience, including myself. And this year we have a pig butcher. I can't express how much I love pig butchers as characters. They've, I think, always been kind of my favorite type of character. The last one I know of that was a retail pig butcher was the Butcher in 2020 from Spirit. And even though 2020 is hated on by so many people, it was a really solid prop for $200. Spirit doesn't do that nowadays, and I always wished I would have gotten the Butcher. And so this right here might actually be the redemption for me. You can tell it's a reskin because the hand which is just a normal human hand on the Scarecrow, so it should be repainted. It obviously swings up and he turns his head side to side. And he looks really cool in my opinion. The little hat adds to him. The face is great. The cleaver works so well. This is just a absolutely impeccable prop, and I can't wait to see this in stores and see it in my home this year. Here's one that us all were really waiting for because we had heard of, and especially when we saw that 15-foot Scarecrow, you're like, yeah, that batch of SKU leaks was real. Here we go with Chucky and Tiffany. Chucky obviously was a prop last year that sold everywhere. Everyone had to have Chucky. I got him and returned him, in fact. He was pretty bad quality. But he's back, and there are a lot of differences with Tiffany, the elephant in the room. This is so amazing. It looks very good. It looks like it was maybe made by Trick or Treat Studios or a place like that. It just looks impeccable. It looks crazy. It really is incredible. And I'm probably going to buy them both, especially since Chucky will probably be better quality this year. Later in the season last year, Chucky didn't become very popular. He was popular in the beginning, but my store ended up having 7 of them. And they had about 4 with about a month till Halloween. And so I think that says a lot about how it was last year. And even though I liked the unscarred version last year, since every other prop of Chucky we've had is almost scarred, I like this one, and especially with Halloween Costumes releasing that one that's unscarred. You get the unscarred or you get the scarred. It works well. And this one's also holding his knife up, which I'm not fond of. I don't think it looks great that way. It's just kind of there, and it looks alright to go with Tiffany. It's just, why is he holding it up? You know what I mean? It doesn't really fit him well. Now, people have been talking about this big black rim around Tiffany's neck. Some people think it could be mechanical stuff. I think that's probably like a choker. It's the Heart of Damballa necklace from the movie. I think that's probably what it is. If it's mechanical parts, it's a sample model. I feel like it's going to be improved a lot. So, yeah, it's alright. What do you know? We have the St. Patrick's Day Leprechaun. Here's the Leppyton himself. Old Leppy here's been through some things. He's looking a little scary this year. I don't think this is licensed from the movie Leprechaun. It'd be cool if it was, but I don't think so. It goes perfectly with that snowman. I like the twisted holiday stuff. So I'm really a big fan of this guy. His hatchet looks cool. His face looks creepy. His beard does look a bit fake. But again, this goes great with the snowman, and I'm happy to see it. Even if you collect horror animatronics, even if this isn't licensed, it looks good enough, especially with the Jaws shark. And I'm confused how they're gonna get that shark into stores and how they're gonna be able to ship that, because that looks absolutely colossal. So yeah, I don't know. For all you holly jollies out there, we got Christmas stuff to talk about. Christmas is great from Home Depot this year. Obviously, in past years, we've had Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Scrooge, Jack Frost, all of them, and Buddy the Elf. Alright, hold on. In all seriousness, so far, we seriously don't have anything Buddy the Elf level right here. In fact, we have some really Mickey and Minnie level stuff. Starting with Servo Santa Claus. Apparently he blinks and does that stuff. Same tech as like Lethal Lily and Chucky and all that stuff. And it's alright. It doesn't look perfect. It's nice to see the turning SVI Santa kind of out of the game and a new Santa brought in. And same goes for Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. I'm happy to see a new Grinch. Now obviously, gosh, I want to say the past 4 years, no, 3, they've sold this Grinch, alright? He goes like this, and his feet usually don't touch the ground, and he's been wearing a sweater in 2022 and 2023 with a different graphic. Last year he didn't, and his face was fuzzy, which was nice, and he was given actual fingers and not just a cotton ball at the end of each side for an arm on his hips. But that wasn't hitting the spot, and it just had the 30-second clip of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, which I know this will have, but this looks like old Jemmy kind of, with the kind of plasticky look and the kind of body build. It's got these long, creepy fingers, which work really well. It's got this really good plastic face sculpt, and it's just really well built, it looks like. Like, this is gonna last well over Christmas if you're turning it on at least 5 times a day, probably for a month, I say. This will work pretty much. It might have an issue or two to it if it's not the greatest quality, but it's gonna be there higher up, I think, because this looks really good. Now, this is the newest prop. This is old. If this would have came out in 2016, people would have been absolutely fighting in the stores to get this like it was Black Friday. There isn't much of a market for it right now, I feel like, but the servos look amazing. You can just tell it's servo movement, and it looks like it's Disney grade. I'm sorry, Bob Iger, or whoever runs Disney right now. Hire Home Depot to make your animatronics. Like, this looks like something that would be in the park. This just looks absolutely crazy, and it's got that base cover technology, which obviously we had with Darth Vader and Stormtrooper, and even Minion. It has that base cover technique where there's something covering the base that's vacuum form or blow mold or something, which is a really nice touch. For Halloween too, I did forget to mention this witch, which is really neat. It's probably not something I would buy, at least full price, maybe 50% off. Of course, we'll have to see all this in person. This just isn't hitting my spot. Witches have never been particularly my thing. But when it comes to leaks, I think Tiffany, Chucky, and the Bride of Frankenstein will be the main things I will be interested in this year. Also, I'm not sure if I've talked about this yet in this video. I don't know, to be honest, but there is this, not plague doctor, just this bird demon creature, which is so cool. It looks like an actor in a professional costume. It doesn't look like an animatronic at all, and I know that's what they're trying to achieve, and that's absolutely perfect. Last prop we've had like this is Lord Raven. I know it's not a plague doctor, but it's got like human arms and stuff. It's an absolute crossover between the Halloween costumes plague doctor, which is really good, and Lord Raven. That's what I'm hearing people say, and I really agree. It's alright. It's creepy. I don't see myself getting this full price. I don't see too many people getting it full price. I definitely see there being a market for it, though. Especially for people that may sell Lord Raven or have the lab ISE and want to display. It's just, oops, I didn't get the display Lord Raven 75% off at the end of the season, so they're going to settle for this. And I think that's a very good thing to do, because this is a absolutely great prop, in my opinion, and it's probably going to be no more than $275. But anyway, that is pretty much the whole Home Depot 2025 lineup so far. We might have more coming out soon. I don't feel like talking about it. There's also this demon skeleton. Couldn't care less about it. They're getting worse every year. It's just the bat skeleton painted over with a different face. They're getting kind of uncreative. I don't really like it, and it's not my thing. And there's this archway. It looks kind of like bee nest skulls. It's weird. Not too fond of that either. But anyway, that's pretty much it for now. We might have more stuff tomorrow. It goes till Wednesday, somebody said, which is interesting. So pretty much we'll see if we got more Christmas, more license, more Halloween. We will see. And for everything horror, this is ABC Halloween. See you later. Bye.
Sometimes it's not. I am Chucky, the killer dog, and I don't want to give that up.